Well, greetings, everybody. This is your old Puin, your old buddy, the unknown Farang, coming to you from the land of smiles, Thailand, and saying, Sawadee. We got a great video for you today, a wonderful video, and it's called Communication Nightmares in Thailand. Now, this one's for the expats. I know you'll get a knowing smile out of it, having been through your own communication nightmares. And it's been for the visitors also. You'll like it because you get some interesting but weird memories. And this one's also for people who are going to visit or won't visit but are just interested in Thailand. It'll give you some of the pitfalls having to do with communication. And of course, this one's for the Thais also. We want to thank them for being hosts and having us in their country. And we say to you, communication is a nightmare, but we realize we drive you up the walls too. So turnabout is fair play. This is a fun video, but also very important because Thailand is now a major hub, a major center of the world for business, geopolitics, even interpersonal relationships, you name it. So it's very important to know about communications in Thailand. Before we did this, the new Prime Minister of Thailand sat down with some American honchos and talked about having $5 billion of new investment in Thailand. So everybody's coming to Thailand, so we got to know about communication and communication nightmares. I'm coming to you from Pattaya, Thailand, and Pattaya, you will see people from all over the world. You may be in a song tao. A song tao means two benches. It's basically a covered pickup truck. And you might be sitting next to a guy from Mongolia, another guy from Norway, and across the seat is a family from Russia, and then we might also have an international jewel thief too. Pattaya is a pretty open place. So with all this action and business, there's going to be a lot of communication, therefore a lot of communication nightmares. And we're going to talk about that and how to overcome some of these communication nightmares. This is a very important video. My own personal feeling, if I can keep but one person from getting his or her ass kicked, it will all have been worth it. So we're going to talk right now about the bugbear, the bugaboo, the 800-pound gorilla, the elephant in the room, and that is communication. I lived in Thailand for many years, and every day there will be a little snafu in communication. You will ask for the small and you get the large. You will ask for no sugar, and they will dump half a sugarcane field in there. If you're coming to Thailand, learn to love sugar, learn to embrace sugar, learn to be one with sugar, because Thai people believe in sugar. Thailand is one of the major sugar-producing countries in the world, and sugar is a part of life. So if you see a bottle of orange juice, there's no need to ask, does it have sugar in it? Yes, it does. The default is it has sugar in it. So all kinds of things may happen. A taxi may miss the mark by 6 blocks. All different kinds of stuff may happen. You may get 1/10 of the time the order will come out wrong, so you just have to eat the football. So we're going to go into some things that have happened to me, and hopefully they won't happen to you. Now, the first problem I had, major problem in Thailand, was I was trying to make a video. And I'm from the USA. Back in the USA, what I would do is go to universities and find students who would help me do whatever work it was. So it's good to deal with students because they're good workers and you don't have to deal with all kinds of formal companies and that sort of thing. So I went to the university and there was a middle-aged woman in charge of the audiovisual department. And I asked her, did you have any students who could help me do a comedy video? And she said, well, I don't have any offhand, but why don't you go in the courtyard and ask the students? And I said, well, you know, I'd look kind of stupid just walking from person to person, begging for help. She picked up on the word stupid and freaked out. Are you calling Thai people stupid? Thai people are not stupid. And I said, no. I said, I would look stupid. But the thing is, if you speak your own language, you slur things and you swallow words and you talk in colloquialism. So bottom line was, she said, you get out. So that didn't work out too well. The second important thing that happened to me, and I hope it doesn't happen to you, also had to do with doing a video. This is something I've felt bad about for a couple of years now. I read this article in a newspaper. There was a tragic train accident, and a young woman sadly became disabled in this train accident. But she had the wherewithal and the strength to get back into life, and she enrolled at the university to take communications. Her story was so inspiring that one of the top audiovisual guys in Thailand offered to be her tutor. So I said, wow, this is a very inspiring story. Let me call these people, they can help me with my video. Well, I called their particular university and I went through my bit, going to do a comedy video and all this, and we're going to work on the video. And I used a bad choice of words. I said, I'm going to produce a video. Well, she heard that and picked up on it. She didn't think of just an average guy producing a video. She was thinking LA, love you, sweetie, baby, take two, Hollywood producer. So sure enough, the young woman and her dad came out to meet me, traveled a long way, and I went through my comedy shtick. And I noticed they were very depressed, very frustrated look on their face. And the dad said, you know, at the university, they told me that you were going to do a story and a video about my daughter's life. And I said, oh no, I am so sorry. Oh, that's not how it was going to be. Please forgive me. I am so sorry. I'm just going to produce a regular comedy video. Had nothing to do with Hollywood. And I said to the dad, can I pay for your gas money? And I said to the young woman, can I get you a gift of some kind? She was very good about the thing. If I was her, I would have kicked my ass, but she was very nice about the thing. But in upcoming videos, we're going to tell you, I'm going to track down this young woman, and we're going to make it right. So this goes to show how things can go wrong. So here's some important advice from the unknown Farang. You know what they say about advice? Wise men don't need it, and fools don't heed it. But this is good advice from the unknown Farang. If you have any kind of a project, any kind of a business venture, take the time and the trouble and pay the money to get a certified translator, a government certified interpreter, not somebody that speaks pretty good English. And for God's sake, don't try it yourself. Now, a lot of people say, hey, I learned 200 words of Thai on the internet. You can't do it. Take it from the unknown Farang. Take the time and the trouble and get a certified translator. One word, one sound, one nuance, one tone, Thai is a tonal language, can create untold problems. So do yourself a favor and do it the right way. Those were two of the major things that happened to me. Now I'll go over some of the minor things. And looking back on them now, they're kind of funny, but at the time, they were pretty irritating. The first thing was the case of the Membaka. And I'd go into stores and they say, do you have Membaka? And I said, what is Membaka? I finally found out that Membaka means store membership card. So I said, sorry, I don't have Membaka. Well, strangely enough, the word for ID card or membership card and money in Thai is the same word. I said, mai mi baht. They said, you don't have money? So that was a mini nightmare. Then we had the case of the buttered pizza. For some reason, for years, I couldn't get extra cheese on my pizza. I kept asking, extra cheese, I'll pay extra. Pum cheese, and the manager would have to come out, a whole nightmare ensued. So I thought I'd try it in Thai. I said, Karuna, nui keng, nui keng. And she didn't get what I was saying. Nui keng means cheese. So I said, nui keng. Well, she picked up on the nui part, but not the keng. Nui means butter. So sure enough, I got a buttered pizza. That was quite an experience. Then there was the case of the patch on the shirt. I had a pissant, toss-away shirt. It had a minor hole in it. I should have thrown the damn thing out, but I thought, well, I have something to wear around the house. So I took it to the nearest tailor, and I wanted to point out that they have patches that you can iron on. I said, do you have a patch that you can iron on? My yep, reet. So I don't think she knew what I was saying. Sometimes they'll say they know what you're saying. They don't want you to look like a horse's ass, and they don't want to look bad. So she said, I can do it. It's going to take 24 hours. I said, 24 hours? It should take 3 seconds. I just want this iron-on patch. She said, no, 24 hours. Well, I came back in 24 hours. I asked them not to sew, but to iron. A Belgian lace maker in the year 1600 could not have done a more intricate sewing job. It was sewn like a spider web with different colored threads. I mean, a masterpiece. It must have taken 3 hours to do this little hole on a pissant shirt. And I said, I didn't mean for you to do that. I am so sorry. So these are the kind of little communication meltdowns that can happen. And then we had a really bad one, the case of the Mafia Don. I'm kind of a jokester, so I don't like to learn the standard words. Hello, how are you? No, I go right to the meat, right to the heart of things. So I learned this word, Jiao Pa, Mafia Don. Man, I was dying to use it. So I finally got a chance to use it. I went to a store, and there was a young woman there. I asked for an item, they didn't have it. But her boss was down the hall. So I pointed to him, I said, go ask the old Mafia Don. She went insane. My boss is not in the Mafia. Do not come in here and insult people. My boss is an honorable man. So it just goes to show you that there are differences in humor. It brought back the words of my old mom and every English speaker's mom. Go ahead, mister. Go ahead and laugh. It's all a big joke, isn't it? One day you wake up and it won't be so funny. And of course, moms were always right. But in the English-speaking world and in American humor, everything is a big joke. You know, I'm sure in America, if I had said, go ask the Mafia Don, she would have said, hey, his name is Rocco, he's going to bust your knuckles. But to them, it's not funny. You say a guy's in the Mafia, you say anything about a guy's position or honor or something like that. It's not like with us where anything goes, nothing is sacred. You have to be careful about the humor that you use. And then kind of the worst of all of them, I took a cab ride and it was a good price. The guy, we were done, the guy said $4. So the guy was being a jokester. He said, that'll be $400. We got a good laugh out of it. And I had a word list with me. And the word list, I wanted to say, you're a real comedian. Well, these word lists give you the word, but they don't give you the nuance. So I called him, what I said was, you're a real buffoon. And the guy got extremely angry. You get out of here. So I found out later there's another word for like stand-up comedian. Hey, so I'm walking down the street in Bangkok. A jokester, a funny man, it's a different word than it was given on the word list. So calling a man buffoon will not win you points, not win friends and influence people. So here's some advice from the unknown Farang. Instead of spending years trying to fight with all this stuff, get yourself a notebook and have Thai people write things out for you. Have a section on extra cheese on your pizza. Have a section on you're a real comedian, not a real buffoon. Have a section on do you have a patch to iron on? And have a section on, for example, going to the bank. Another example is I'd go to the bank, and when you go to the ATMs, they print it out in thousands. It'd be equivalent to getting 20s in America in the ATM. And you can't walk with these bulky thousands, so you got to change them into small bills. Well, for years, I went into the banks and I tried it on my own. I said, I have 5,000, can you give me 50 hundreds? I would get 2 500s and 520s, 1,000 20s and 2 50s, 500s and 10 20s. So I finally got with the program and had somebody write it out for me. Now I just do my 5,000 and boom, 50 hundreds come back. So advice from the unknown Farang, get yourself a notebook and take care of it. So one more thing in communication, one final thing, and that is sometimes if you try to speak Thai, you don't want to be a dumbass, you don't want to be a dumb Farang, you want to be part of the program, you want to speak Thai to people. Well, in some cases they'll just give you a quizzical look and walk away, or they'll answer you in English. So don't take it personally. It's not an insult. I've heard various reasons for it. One is people said, well, you might be talking to 3 million foreign workers who work in Thailand from Cambodia, Myanmar, and Laos. You might be talking to somebody from Isan who speaks a weird accent. Just a word on Isan. Isan is the northeast corner of Thailand, and it's uncanny. Their north is like our south in the USA. And they got all the cool phrases and all the hip food, and all the tough guys come from Isan. So they got a drawl even, sep la do la dee. And it's a weird accent, so they might not understand what you're saying. And the bottom line is Thai is a tonal language, and a lot of times they don't understand what you're saying. I'm sure we've all seen pictures of a guy speaking English, but his accent is so thick that they have to have subtitles. So if they answer you in English, don't take it personally. Tones can get you in trouble. I was taking Thai lessons, very nice Thai teacher, a woman about 40 years old, and one example was I said, I have an objective. Pom mi pao mai, I have an objective. And she said, oh no, don't say that in the police station. It's pom mi bao mai. You got to say it the right way. She said, what you just said was, I just started a fire. So very nice teacher. And at the end of the lessons, she would say, that was a good lesson. You're doing very well. You're making real strides. And I know what she was thinking, what a goddamn numbskull. But she was very nice about things. So bottom line, try to speak the language, but if it doesn't work out, don't take it personally. So we're going to let you know somehow, some way, things work out in the land of smiles. Even with communication nightmares, you will get to where you're going. You will order what some argue is the most delicious food in the world. And you will tell the doctor where it hurts, and one way or another things will work out. I'm going to leave you with a final thought about Pattaya, Thailand. I was talking to another expat about Pattaya. As I mentioned earlier, in Pattaya, you see Sikhs, Americans, Koreans, Japanese, Chinese, Thais, Scandinavians, you name it, the whole world comes to Pattaya. And I said to the expat, isn't it interesting, all these people are in Pattaya, but nobody seems to get riled. Everybody seems to get along. And I like his answer. He said, well, everybody's on vacation. So if you think about it, aren't we all here in the cosmic realm of things? Aren't we all here for a short period of time? Aren't we all here just on a short vacation? Okay, enough of the heavy stuff. All right, we're going to sign out now. I hope you enjoyed the video. There will be more coming. And for now, this is your old Pooh and your old buddy, the unknown Farang, saying, Sawadee.